Hello you guys, welcome back to a new video. I'm finally came back, you guys. I know I've been inconsistent, but I'm back. I'm back. I told y'all I'm just one step at a time. And as you can tell by that title, today I'm going to be giving you a story time of how I found out I was pre-diabetic. But before we get started, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your uncle. Tell everybody. Anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with the video right about now. All right, you guys. Right now I'm gonna tell you guys how I found out that I was pre-diabetic. So, you guys, first off, let me say, you guys, your health is your wealth. Do not be in denial. If you see something, you know something wrong, and you got insurance, go to the doctor. Don't be like me. Don't be like, oh, I'm just not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna take some ibuprofen and go to bed and just don't act like it ain't there. It's gonna be there when you wake up. It's gonna be there the next day when you wake up. So now let me get started into the story time. So one day, I just hopped out the shower, right? And I looked in the mirror and I was looking at myself. I was like, dang, bro, my neck is dark. Like, I wash my body regularly. I ain't a dirty woman now. I don't want people to look at my neck and be like, oh, she dirty. Look at her neck. Her neck dirty. She dirty. Because my neck was really, really dark. Like, I don't know if y'all can tell. Like, even in this video, you can see how much darker my neck is compared to the rest of my body. I was like, has my neck always been this dark? Like, do people look at me and see me and, oh my gosh, she's dirty? Like, because, you know, for a long time growing up, a lot of times when I would see, you know, people, family members, like people with black necks, it usually indicated that they were dirty. Because I mean, if you ain't wash your neck good, that's dirt. And when it's really visible, like people are gonna assume that, you know, you're dirty and stuff. So that's what I always felt like. So when I looked in the mirror, I was like, oh my God, and it got so bad, like literally for a week straight, I would get up, I'll take a shower, scrub my neck in the shower, and then once I got out the shower, dry my body off, looked in the mirror, and I'll get another towel, put more soap on, and scrub my neck. When I'm telling you, I'm scrubbing my neck, burning and everything, because I'm thinking, oh my God, I am not washing my neck correctly. So I said, okay, well, let me look back. So I went on my phone, I looked back, I said, okay, how long has my neck been this dark? So I'll go back and I'll look at all my old videos, all my old photos, you know, on Snapchat and all other things. I'm like, bro, my neck has been dark for a very long time. Like it ain't just been like this. It didn't just become like this. It's been like this. Where did this come from? So I'm looking, I'm like, oh my God, has this whole time people have been thinking, oh, she dirty, she don't wash her neck or nothing like that. I was like, oh my God. So then I went on TikTok, because, you know, for me, TikTok is like visual Google for me. So I went and typed in, you know, dark neck and stuff like that. And I also noticed that I was gaining a lot of weight. I'm gonna get back to the TikTok part, but I realized that I was just gaining so much weight. And it was at like a rapid pace. Now, mind you, I'm very well aware that my diet wasn't the best, hasn't been the best. I know, you know, and then once you graduate high school, you gain that weight because you're not as active anymore. You know, y'all know I used to be a basketball player. I'm not a basketball player no more. I'm not. And then I even got a gym membership. I wasn't using it like that. Like I would go once or twice a week, or I wasn't really consistent enough like that. So all the weight gain, and I was like, God dang, I'm gaining weight like this. Like the weight is just piling on, and I got a double chin and stuff like this. I just noticed, and then I realized I wasn't getting the best of sleep anymore. Baby, my body said it's 9 o'clock, time to go to bed, and I wasn't gonna wake up to the next morning. Like that's how I used to be, but lately I literally was struggling to go to sleep. Like I would be tired, but I could not go to sleep, and when I was going to sleep, I would twist and turn throughout the night, and I didn't understand why. So basically, these are all the signs of, you know, that. So then I went to TikTok. Like I said before, TikTok is like my visual Google. So I type in, I'm like, dark neck, what could this mean? And also, you know, I'm a woman. I have a period. My period was very irregular, was not coming at all. I was like, oh, well, I don't know what this is. My body just not right no more. So went on TikTok, typed in dark neck, like what does it mean to have a dark neck? And this one man popped up and he was saying like a lot of people assume that just because your neck is dark, that means you're dirty and you're not cleaning your neck really well. But I also learned that it's an indication of insulin resistance. Insulin resistance means like your body is not able to process the sugar, because your body only supposed to hold a certain amount of sugar so your body can process it. And you know, and get your blood flow and stuff. But insulin resistant means because you need insulin to, you know, process the sugar. Where insulin resistance mean like your body has too much sugar in it, it's not processing enough of the sugar, so you're gonna have, you know, dark neck as a sign that your body is insulin resistant. Facial hair, I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, facial hair. And your hormones, you could just say goodbye to your hormones being balanced. My hormones ain't been balanced for a long time. So yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, because I went to the doctor. I went to a doctor before. I didn't tell y'all this. So I went to the doctor before, like a little after high school. And I'll probably like, because I graduated high school at 17. So I'll say probably a year after. And see, I went to the doctor because, you know, my period wasn't doing all this other stuff. And they tested me for PCOS. They did a sonogram on my, you know, my uterus, you know, to see if there's like cysts or anything in there. Because I told her all these symptoms I was having. Because I've been having these symptoms for a long time. But I told her the symptoms I was having. So she said, oh, those are signs of PCOS. Just threw PCOS on me. I went to the doctor. They said I didn't have PCOS. So all this time I'm just thinking, okay, so my body just jacked up, just screwed up. It just is what it is. This is what my life is going to be. My body just going to be like this for a long time. But my neck wasn't dark. My neck was still the same color as my body. So I just said, okay, well, I'm just going to forever have a regular period. I'm just going to forever be growing this facial hair. We're just not going to ever find out what it is, huh? So we just never find out what it is. But when I saw how dark my neck was, and I went on TikTok and I told them about it, and I learned about insulin resistance, and I started, you know, doing my own research. Then I found out, you know, it's also an indication that you could be diabetic. Once I found out it could have been diabetes, I took a step back. Because I'm the type of person, like with everything going on in my life, you know, like my financial struggles, my trying to find myself and figure out how in the world I'm going to establish myself and be, you know, financially stable, and how I'm going to, you know, all these other things. All these things going on at the same time. And the thought of, oh my God, I got to figure out my health too. So for the longest time, I'll say, after I went on TikTok and did that research, I'll say it took me about 2 months. 2 months in full denial. Just saying to Leah, okay, just go to the gym. Just go to the gym, drink water, just eat less sugar, and da-da-da-da. Like, I was literally saying, I'm just not going to go to the gym. I'm just not going to go to, I'm not the gym. I'm not going to the doctor. I'm not going to the doctor, because in my head, I'm like, I cannot handle any more bad news. I cannot handle any more bad news. I cannot handle, please, I cannot hear no more bad news. I cannot hear no more bad news. I'm struggling financially. I'm struggling mentally. My mental health ain't been the best at all. I'm not gonna lie to you, it hasn't. And then on top of that, finding out that I'm diabetic, like I cannot handle any more bad news. For the first 2 months, I was just, no, I can't hear it. I can't hear it. I'm just gonna go to the gym. I'm just gonna pretend like it's not there. I'm just gonna ignore it. It's not there. It's not there. And every day for them 2 months, this right here just kept reminding me. It's just a reminder, just a reminder, just a reminder. Mind you, I have insurance through my job. Could have been booked an appointment. So one day I even posted on my TikTok, I was being transparent about it, and then somebody had stitched my video and they said, Talia, you are young. You are young. You need to figure out what's going on. Okay, it's not the end of the world. Somebody has stitched my video and said this, it's not the end of the world. You're young. You're still figuring things out. You need to figure out what the problem is and just deal with it, and before it gets worse. So I said, you know what? You're right. So I went ahead, booked me an appointment, found me a PCP that was in my network, you know, because I ain't paying for nothing. I ain't paying for nothing. I can't pay for anything. You can bill me all you want to, but who gonna pay it? Who got the money? I don't. So I went ahead, found me a PCP, went to the doctor, and I told her all my symptoms. You know, the facial hair, my period hardly not coming, my neck. When I tell you the only way that my period would come is if I was to drink chlorophyll, and the chlorophyll would bring my body, bring me that my period back just like that. But other than that, I would have to induce my period just for it to come. And you know, if you don't have your period for a certain amount of time, it could increase your risk for ovarian cancer, because your body is just all that buildup, and your body ain't doing what it's supposed to do, and your hormones is not doing what it's supposed to do. It can cause cancer. So when I went to the doctor, I told her everything that, you know, what was going on with my body and stuff. And she said the same 3 things I heard. She said, we will have to get your blood work. You know, I did a regular physical, and they got my blood work, you know, and they put the needle in my arm. And when I tell you, you guys, I couldn't watch it. Like, when they put it in my arm, it didn't hurt. But just the idea of watching somebody insert something in you and just watch your blood come out, I was like, ugh. So I had to turn my head like this. I could not watch it for the life of me. But yeah, then went and got my blood work done. Where am I? I got my blood work done, and as she was talking to me, she said the only way that we can really be sure to find out what it really is getting your blood work. She said, because it could be 3 things. It could be PCOS, insulin resistant. I forgot what the 3rd thing was, but the same 3 things I was hearing from everything else. So I was like, yes, insulin resistant, PCOS. Those are the 2 main things I kept hearing, or diabetes. I think that's what it was. So she said, but until, because I have a follow-up appointment. Matter of fact, I have a follow-up appointment tomorrow. I might do a story time about that. I had a follow-up appointment tomorrow, so they said, until we see your follow-up appointment, we're going to get your blood work and get your blood work done, and we're going to call you back and tell you your results and this, that, and the 3rd. Not even 2 days later. Brrr. Hello? May I speak to Talia? Is this Talia? And I said my last name, Talia Windsor. I said, yes. Hi, I would like to go over your lab results with you. Do you have a moment? Yes. Yes, judging by your lab results, they said all these big words about, you know, different stuff that they tested for. Yes, it looks like that you are pre-diabetic. You have a very, very high insulin resistance. They put a whole lot of emphasis on insulin resistance, which I knew. The double chin gave it away. I knew. So yeah, they said, so we have this medicine that you can take and put you on. One thing about doctors, they gonna put you on some meds. They're gonna try to put you on some meds. She said, yes, we can prescribe you some metformin, a diabetic pill. And I said, I'll have to call you back about it. She said, well, just let us know. Just call us back and let us know if you want to get put on this medication. Let us know, you know, how you feel about blah, blah, blah. But she said, but yes, you are pre-diabetic and you do have a very high insulin resistance. You're very high insulin resistant. Like, when I saw them test results, extremely high. Says, okay, ma'am, yes, I'll call you back. Click. Have I called her back? No, because one thing you're not going to do is put me on meds. I'm 22 years old. I do not need to be on meds. I refuse to be on meds. That's not happening. That is not happening. So when she said pre-diabetes, I said, okay, pre means before. Means you're not there. You're not there yet. Literally that day, I made a big old pot of spaghetti. Because mind you, like I said, financially, I'm not there yet. I'm trying to make meals that's going to last. Spaghetti is a big old pot of carbs. You know what carbs are? What carbs does to your body? It literally is processed as sugar. Everything was just so wrong. And literally for 2 days straight, I cried myself to sleep. Because that was the nail on the fan. I was mad at myself. I was like, Talia, how could you do this? How could you let this get this far? How would you're so young and you just throwing your health away and you're already stressing about everything else. And now you got to worry about this, figuring out how you can figure this out and get this. And then not only are you figuring this out financially, how you gonna buy these high groceries? How you gonna buy this healthy stuff? Because you know, healthy food is expensive, baby. We in America where they charge you more for trying to be healthy. So, you know, the cheap stuff is the unhealthy stuff. It's like, how are you gonna combat this? I've been doing it though. Where there's a will, there's a way. So I might put this in another video talking about like what I've been doing to combat it. But you guys, since that day, I was 234 at the beginning of this problem. I am now 216. I'm gonna show you some before and after, but I don't know if you could really tell how much weight I've lost. But I'm 216 now. I've been hitting the gym. I've been trying to cut on out. I mean, you know, stress is also catered to weight loss, because, you know, sometimes when you stress, you lose your appetite. But I have lost weight. I've been putting in some work now. I have been slacking the past 2 weeks. I ain't been to the gym, but we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. It's been a thing. It's been a thing, and I'm just getting over a sickness. I don't know what it is. It's definitely not COVID, but yes, you guys, that's how I found out that I was pre-diabetic. That's why in all my other videos, my neck, I was looking at videos and pictures of myself, and that's how my neck was. But that's how I found out I was pre-diabetic. But anyone that's watching this, I just want to let you know, it's not the end of the world, okay? It's not the end of the world. It might feel like it. It's not. Just eat better. I mean, I know we live in a country where they want to keep us sick. Shoot, I'm sure the food that we eat ain't even real food. It's artificial. But you just got to do what you got to do to not end up like this at the age of 22. Okay, because now this is now an insecurity of mine that did not have to become one had I just treated my body right. But I'm treating my body right now. I'm working on fixing her now, getting better now. And actually, I'm going to do another video on how I've been fixing her up and getting her right. Because this will not be my end. This is not my end. This is not what it's going to be. This is not going to be my destiny. This is not going to be my testimony. No. This cannot be. This cannot be. So with that being said, if you stayed here towards the end of the video, thank you. I love you. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Do what you got to do. But yeah. So I'll see you in my next video. Peace.